Leading off the top of the first inning for the Flying Dutch, number 4.
Welcome back. We're in the third game of the MIAA tournament, Hope College Pod. First pitch there by Ashley Peon. And it's 0-1 to Aaron King. King takes a swat, goes back out of play. Count is 0-2. So in the second game of the day, Albion was defeated by Calvin University 9-1. And in the first game of the day, Hope College was defeated by Adrian College. So here they are meeting in the third game of the day. Aaron King has a 1-2 count on her. Drives it out of play, still 1-2. Ashley Peon did take the mound to pitch for Albion in that second game. She's back facing Aaron King with a 2-2 count. King's a .325 hitter. She looked very closely at that one there and now has battled back to a 3-2 count. Ball outside. King takes a walk. So she gets a free pass. Her first at bat. And up for Hope now is left-hander Joe Cook. Hope's left fielder. Cook is a .311 hitter. Lays down a bunt, hopes to sacrifice her over. She does. That moves King to second. Cook is out at first on the sacrifice bunt. Now batting for Hope is Kaylin Callow, Hope's first baseman. Callow leads Hope in batting average. She's hitting .420 this year. She's been in the 3 spot most of the year. Delivery from Peon. Callow takes a swing, follows it back for strike 1. Strike. 0-2 on Callow. We got King on second. Moved down there by Joe Cook with a sacrifice bunt. It's popped up to shortstop and caught by the Briton Shannon Jewell for out number 2. That brings Megan Soderblom to the plate. Soderblom pitched in the first game for Hope. Now is playing designated player this game, batting .380 on the year. First pitch strike. Soderblom holds off. Let's go by for a ball. Count is 1-1, 2 outs. Swings hard. She lifted it long to center field, and that clears the fence. Soderblom has a 2-run home run. She has done well with that this year. For Soderblom, that is her 5th homer on the year. Puts Hope on the board 2-0. There was no doubt about that one. Off her bat, that just sailed. Maybe helped a little bit by the west wind, but that really was no doubt. Soderblom gives Hope the early lead, 2-0, a 2-out home run. Morgan Canals at the plate. Our catcher, Hope's catcher swings, and another hit in the gap between left and center field. Knaus motors into second with a stand-up double. So Hope is hitting Ashley Pion early. Has a rally going here on 2. 2 solid hits in a row. Savannah Dixon now goes to be the pinch runner, second base. Excuse me, Savannah Dixon's at the plate. Takes a strike. Dixon takes low and inside. Counts 1-1. Knaus is on second. Dixon is hitting .200 on the year. Interestingly, she has 19 hits this season, and 9 of them are doubles. Dixon held off, but that was an outside strike. Counts 1-2. Swing, strikeout for the third out, but Hope gets on the board thanks to a Megan Soderblom 2-run home run. Hope 2, Albion 0. We're headed to the bottom of the first. And start here in the bottom of the first with Avery Slancic on the mound, a junior. Avery is 8-1 on the season with a 2.22 ERA. And up for Albion is Olivia Palasic. Single, first pitch, right down third base in the gap between third base and short. She didn't wait. She liked that pitch right away. And sure enough, on with the single for Palasic.
Now batting for the Ravens, number 11, Skylar Herman.
That's Palasic's first hit of the day. She was 0 for 3 in the first game. Almost caught. Skylar's tip bunt almost caught by Morgan Knaus. Instead, it's 0-1. Herman is the third baseman for Albion. She had a double in the first game. Swing and a miss, 1-2 on Herman. One and two, no outs. Palasic at first. Third strike, swing, K for Slancic. Next up is Lauren Bohr.
Batting for the Britons, number 9, Lauren Bohr.
Lauren Bohr plays catcher for Albion. Bohr had a single in the first game. She takes a ball high and inside from Slancic. Bohr is a .315 hitter this year. Another ball to Bohr from Slancic. 2-0, 1 out. She lifts it to center field. Benjamin's under it. She had a good jump on it, but Pulasic tags up, gets into second base. So there's 2 outs. Pulasic's on second now.
Now batting for the Britons, number 24.
And up to the plate for Albion is Grace Conley, the first baseman, batting cleanup. Ball from Slancic. Conley was 1 for 3 in the first game, had a single. She connects 2 to center field. Benjamin's under it, catches it for the 3rd out. A lot of action there for Peyton Benjamin in this inning, but no runs for Albion. 1 hit. It's 2-0 Hopes, headed to the top of the second.
No errors and 1 left on base. For the Britons, no runs, 1 hit, no errors and 1 left on base. Entering the top of the second inning, Hope College 2, Albion College 0.
Here we go, the top of the second. Leading off will be Bree Nolan. Bree is Hope's 3rd baseman. She's batting .309 this season. First pitch to her is a strike. Nolan swings, fouls it back. She now has an 0-2 count. Ball outside. Took some discipline to hold off that. That was close. Outside bar of the plate has been a favorite called strike today. Nolan held back. Now she sends it into the gap. Center fielder might be under it though, and she is. Kennedy Barrowman catches that for Hope's first out.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 27, Kaylee Ebeling.
Up to bat, Kaylee Ebeling, right fielder for the Flying Dutch, batting .286. Strike from Ashley Payan to Ebeling. The first pitch. Payan's been getting that first pitch in pretty nicely. Ebling held off. Took the ball. It's 1-1. Foul ball. Got a little ahead of it. Sent it like a shot. Just too early. Ebling, it's 1-2 count. Delivery low. Count is now 2-2. Ebling from Shelby Township. Swings, falls in, left field, single for Ebling. So Hope has a runner on with 1 out. That brings Peyton Benjamin to the plate. Benjamin, as you know, saw some action there in the field in the first inning with 2 putouts. She's batting .211 this year. First pitch strike again from Ashley Pion. Sends down a bunt to the pitcher, over to the second baseman, Polak, and that is a sacrifice to move Ebling to second. So that brings Aaron King up to the plate. King took a base on balls in her first at bat. And she right now has a 1-0 count with 2 outs. King's a .325 hitter. She lifts it to center field. Kennedy Berriman pulls it in for the 3rd out. So after half an inning in the second inning, top of 2, it's 2-0. Hope.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Britons, number 14, Lily Patillo.
Here we start at the bottom of the second. Lily Patillo is at the plate for the Britons. Avery Slancic delivers. Patillo fouls back. The count is 0-1. Patillo swings, lifts it, shallow right field, and that's caught by Ebling. It's 2 quick outs already. Excuse me, that's 1 quick out already. Time seems to be going fast, but not as fast as I think. So it's 1 out.
Number 4, Kennedy Barman.
And up to bat is Kennedy Barman, the center fielder. Callow gets that. 2 outs. So that's 2 quick outs for Hope.
Now batting for Britons, number 12, Olivia Polak.
Now up, second baseman Olivia Polak. Knaus, excuse me, Nolan grabs it, over to Callow. 5-3, third out. 3 up, 3 down. After 2 full innings, it's Hope 2, Albion 0.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. For the Britons, no runs, no hits, no errors, no 1 left on base. Entering the top of the 3rd inning, Hope College 2, Albion College 0. Leading off the top of the 3rd inning.
Here we go, the top of the 3rd inning, and leading off for Hope College is left fielder Joe Cook, senior, batting .311. She's looking for her first hit of the day. She had a sacrifice bunt, her first at bat. She walked in the first game of the day. Cook's first pitch is a ball. Smashed right to the second baseman, Polak, who picked that up, snagged it up. Struck well, but right to someone, so that's out number 1 for Hope. Next up, Kaylin Callow, first baseman. Callow flew out to the shortstop her first at bat, but in the first game she had 3 hits. Hope only had 4 hits in that first game. Callow had 3 of them. So far a good day at the plate for Callow. See if she can get something going here in the second game. Another foul ball. She's behind in the count now, 0-2. As I said earlier, Callow is Hope's best hitter, batting about 420, and she just lifted it to Pollock again, who has her second putout of the inning. So last time Callow went to the left side, this time she went to the right side, but unfortunately both were putouts for Hope College. Now at the plate, Megan Soderblom. Soderblom takes a swing and a miss, 0-1. Soderblom's first at bat was that home run, that 2-run home run. Straight center field. Without any doubt, that was clearing the fence. Strike number 2. Swing down, almost, and it does get through. Pollock had to run quite a bit to her right to get that. Could not bring it in. Soderblom is now on first. So Soderblom on first.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 26, Morgan Knaus.
And Morgan Knaus batting .263. Hope's catcher. She had a double in her first at bat this game. Looked at for the signs from Coach Mary Vandehoof. She swings to make the count 1-1. What did we give them? And another hit for Knaus. A single in the gap between third and shortstop. So with 2 outs, Hope has 2 runners on. Soderblom at second, Knaus at first.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 18, Savannah Dixon.
And Dixon's at the plate. Hope's shortstop. Dixon takes a first pitch strike. That one was a tad high. Down the middle, but high. Counts 1-1. Dixon puts it out there to protect the plate and has a single to right field. That scores Soderblom. She protected the plate, put the bat out, lofted it over the first baseman's head, and in for a single.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 19, Bree Nolan.
So Dixon has her first hit of the day, and Nolan's at the plate. Dixon goes down with a stolen base. Stood up to do it, too. Counts 1-0, 2 outs. Knaus is on third. Dixon's now on second. Count is 2-0 on Nolan. Nolan, a .309 hitter. She flew out to center field last time. Lofted pretty well. Counts 3-0. 2 outs. And that was a good pitch by Ashley Pion. Hitter's pitch there, but now it's 3-1. 2 outs. Nolan gets it to short. Stop and safe. Nolan hustled down. Jewel stopped the ball. Couldn't get it in her mitt. Picked it up, threw to first. But Nolan's hustle got her into first base safe. And that scored Knaus, and Hope is now up 4-0.
Pinch runner on first base for the Flying Dutch is number 23, Emily Martin.
So Hope has gotten 2 runs this inning after 2 outs. Bree just made it. Bree Nolan got on with an error to Jewel at shortstop, and now Kate Martin is a pinch runner at first base. So runners on the corner for Hope. Dixon is at third. And at the plate is Kaylee Ebling. Had a single at her first at bat. Just fouled that off for a 0-1 count. Another stolen base for Hope. Martin goes in, standing up. It's 2 stolen bases this inning. Ebling 1-1. Waits for the delivery from Pion. And it's a slow roller to Jewel. Dishes over to Conley for the third out. 6-3, third out for Hope, but they got 2 runs this inning. Hope leads 4-0 after 3.5. So here we go with the bottom of the third. Up to the plate, Shannon Jewell, Britton shortstop.
Leading off bottom of the third inning for the Britons.
Who's at her first plate appearance of this game. She's batting .294. Jewell is looking for her first hit of the day. Slancic so far has only given up 1 hit and struck out 1. That ball's in the dirt, gets by Knaus for ball 1 to Jewell. And that's a strike. It's a good pitch by Slancic. Came in a little bit, rose a little bit. Counts 1-1. Jewell swings and sends it out of bounds, out of play. Counts 1-2. Slancic's been able to get ahead of many Albion batters in the count. And there's her second strikeout of the day. It's 1 out. Now up to the plate is Maya Neumer.
Number 10, Maya Neumer.
Neumer, the left fielder, who's batting .245. First pitch is a ball. Neumer takes a strike. 1-1. A slap hitter here, stepping in front of the box as she swings. It's a pop up. It's going to be caught by Dixon. It's out number 2. We're back to the top of the order for Albion.
Number 7, Olivia Palasek.
Olivia Palasek, who led off with a single for the Britons. Got on right away. Palasek plays right field. Batting about .394. Once again, Slancic delivered a strike on the first pitch. And that's a ball. 1-1. She lifts that to center field. Benjamin got a good jump on it, really judged it well. Caught it easily, and that's 3 outs.
In the third inning for the Flying Dutch, 2 runs.
So after
No errors,
3 full innings,
for the Britons, no runs,
it's
no
4-0,
hits, 1 error,
Hope
no
College.
left on base. Entering the top of the 4th inning, Hope College 4, Albion College 0.
Top of 4. And at the plate, starting Hope off, will be the player for the Flying Dutch who made the last out against Albion. It's Peyton Benjamin, the center fielder. Got a sacrifice bunt in the second inning. She takes a ball on the first pitch from Pion. And that's a strike. Moved inside a little bit on her and caught her looking, so the count's 1-1. That's outside. 2-1. Got a little bit of that. Sent it back to the screen. Counts 2-2. That was close. But Benjamin had it right. It was a ball. Count is full at 3-2. That was a little high and inside. Benjamin took a swat a little early and really sent it out of play. Might be in the crick back there. So count still 3-2. Fine delivers. Again, Benjamin battles. Fouls it off. Right up the middle. Well struck for Benjamin. A single. First hit of the day for the freshman from Eaton Rapids. So Hope has a leadoff single. We're back at the top of the lineup for the Flying Dutch with Aaron King. Like it had a hit and run going. Benjamin was off for second base on the swing by King, who sent it just a little foul. Count is 0-1. Popped up. Called for by the third baseman, Skylar Herman. Puts out King for Hope's first out of the inning.
Now batting for Flying Dutch, number 14.
Now up,
Joe Cook.
Joe Cook, Hope's left fielder. Cook really hit a shot her last at bat. Oh, missed throw by the catcher. Benjamin gets 2 off of that. So now instead of being at first or second, she's at third. Runner in scoring position for Cook. As I was saying, Cook really hit a nice line drive in her last at-bat. Just went right to the second baseman, Olivia Pollock. She has a sacrifice bunt as well. And now she's got an opportunity to score another hope run. Fouls it back over the press box. Counts 1-1. Again, fouls it back. Do we have 1 out? I didn't think we had oh yeah, King. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Two and two to Cook. She swings, lifts it to left, and it is caught by Newmer, who gets it in, but not in time to get Benjamin. So that's a sacrifice fly by Cook. Score Benjamin. That now makes it 5-0 Hope with 2 outs. Kaylin Callow at the plate. Strike. 0-1. Check swing right to Pollock. Gets Callow out. 3 outs. 4-3 for the 3rd out. But Hope got a run there at the top of 4. It's 5-0, headed to the bottom of the 4th. Here we are at the bottom of the 4th. Albion has sent Skylar Herman to the plate. Herman, 3rd baseman, struck out her first at bat. Delivery from Slancic is a ball. Herman is batting .274 this year. Strike from Slancic, 1-1. Swing by Herman gives the 2nd strike to Slancic. It's 1-2. Ball back, catches the screen, and falls into the crowd. Fortunately not on anyone. So we're still at 1-2 in the count with no outs, as Herman is the first batter up this inning for the Britons. A little high and outside. Herman had some discipline to hold off that. Counts 2-2. Inside pitch got around on it, but not into play, so we're still at 2-2. Pop up. Herman coming in to get it. It is Benjamin. That's the 4th put out of the day for Benjamin. And out number 1 for Albion. At the plate, Lauren Boer. Ball to Boer from Slancic. Change up. Catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. That was low. Low ball. Counts 2-1. Swing there by Boer, sends it out of play. That brings the count to 2-2. Slancic so far has 21 pitches in this game. And Boer is really battling here. Protecting the plate. Oh, something good to put into play. 2-2 delivery from Slancic. That is lifted high. Out of bounds. Callow has it. That's out number 2. So cleanup hitter Grace Conley is now batting for Albion. Conley flew out to Peyton Benjamin in her first at bat. Ball inside. That's a ball high. Counts 2-0. That's right down the middle for a strike. Slancic's coming back at Conley here a bit, so it counts 2-1. Paints the outside for the second strike against Conley. Counts 2-2. That was a good pitch by Slancic. Conley just caught a piece of it. Still has a 2-2 count. In the dirt, stopped by Knaus, so count is full at 3-2 and 2 outs. That's lifted to left field to Joe Cook, who has got it for the third out of the inning. So that's 3 up, 3 down. Hope leads 5-0. We head to the top of the 5th.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Entering the top of the 5th inning, Hope College 5, Albion College 0.
Top of the 5th, back in MIAA tournament action between Hope College and Albion College. The winner stays in the tournament and the loser goes home. And Megan Soderblom at the plate for Hope takes a first pitch strike. Swings just foul down the left field line, just foul for Soderblom. Soderblom was perfect in this game. 1 home run, 1 single, so 2 for 2 at the plate. Making some good contact here against Ashley Payan. But she's behind in the count, 0-2. And now she needs to protect the plate. She lifts it to shortstop. Shannon Jewell catches it. 1 out.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch.
Next up for Hope is Morgan Knaus. Knaus is also perfect on this game, a double and a single. She takes it inside, first pitch strike, 0-1. Before the start of this game, Knaus was hitting .263, but she's raised her average a bit with those 2 hits. And another strike to Knaus. Look like they're in a little bit. They're not to Knaus's liking. But now she's going to have to watch what Payan brings here. And Payan went way outside for ball 1, 1-2. Inside there, and she turned around on it and drove it out of play. 1-2 to Knaus. She gets another hit today. She's 3 for 3 at the plate. Between the third baseman and the shortstop. Puts Knaus on first. So with 1 out, Hope has a runner on. And this time, Knaus will get a pinch runner. And that's Grace Henry, a freshman from Hudsonville. Will relieve Knaus on the base paths. Savannah Dixon now is at the plate.
Now batting for the Flying Dutch, number 18, Savannah Dixon.
The last at bat, Dixon had a single and a stolen base. And she takes a first pitch strike from Payan. outside. Ball 1. 1-1. Henry looking like she's going to steal. Hasn't done so yet. Mary Vanderhoof is a bit of aggressive call on the base pass for her runners. We'll see if Henry gets a call to steal or a hit and run here for Dixon. Counts 1 and 2. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside. Did not test Boer. Henry stays on first. Counts 2 and 2. There she goes. Henry is safe in with Hope's third stolen base of the game. So Dixon now has a runner in scoring position. And that loud pop you just heard was the ball in the top of the press box, which made us all flinch just a little bit. So the count is 3 and 2 to Dixon with 1 out. Here we go. 3 and 2 pitch now from Pion to Dixon. She lifts it. Left center, and it is gone. Dixon hits a home run. Dixon gets her first home run of the season. A 2-run home run for Savannah Dixon. And that's got to feel good for her because she's struggled a little bit this season. And now Dixon with that homer, with Henry crossing the plate too, has made the score 7-0. Hope College, top of 5 with 1 out. So now that brings Bree Nolan to the plate, who swings at a nice pitch. Just goes foul by a bit, and that only means she has a strike on her. So it's 0-1 to Nolan. Nolan also lifts it to left center, and it is caught by Barriman. Had to hustle over a little bit from where she was at. Run in and over. She made a good out. Hope now has 2 against them with Kaylee Ebling at the plate. Ebling's 1 for 1 in this game. First swing is a pop-up. And that's caught by Skylar Herman. And that's 3 outs now for Hope. But they get 2 runs in this top of 5. And it is 7-0 Hope. Back to action in the bottom of the fifth with Albion coming up to bat and Lily Patillo.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Britons, number 14, Lily Patillo.
Patillo is the Britons' designated player. She flew out to right field in her first at bat. And now she has hit one deep to center field, but Benjamin again is under it. Judges it really well, gets back on it at the warning track, makes the catch. So that's one out. Slansik has thrown 31 pitches in this game. Really seems to be having good control here. We have a designated hitter here, or pinch hitter, excuse me, Felicia Max.
Number 1, Felicia Max.
Strike to Max. She tries to go opposite field. Got it just a little too late to be out of play there. Counts 0-2. Slansik once again is ahead in the count. Goes for the changeup. Callow's got it though. Takes it herself. Out number 2. So up to bat now is Olivia Pollock. Pollock is a junior from Jackson, Michigan. Grounded out in her first at bat. Third to first, ground out. She takes a ball high from Slansik. Check swing right down to King. King to Callow. Out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Slansik made quick work there. Hope heads to the top of the 6, leading 7-0.
Entering the top of the 6th inning, Hope College 7, Albion College 0. Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Flying Dutch.
Here we are back at the top of the 6th. Peyton Benjamin at the plate. Benjamin making her third at bat in this game. She takes a strike. First pitch from Ashley Pion. Benjamin has had a sacrifice and a single. And another called strike. So Benjamin now is looking at 0-2. Swings at a high pitch. Back to Shannon Jewell, who makes the out. So 1 out for Hope. We're back at the top of the lineup with Aaron King. King is hitless so far today. She's got a pretty good bat, hitting over 300. And she's taking a ball on the first pitch from Payan. Oh, right back up the middle, and it struck Payan. Hope she's okay. That was just a sharp line drive right back up the middle. Seemed to have caught her on her left shoulder there and skidded back up into center field, but she looks like she's okay. So that's great. Hate to see anybody get struck by a speedy bullet like that off the bat. Now at the plate is Joe Cook. Cook has watched that first pitch be called a strike. Looked like he was trying to go a little opposite field there, but just got under the ball and lifted it back out of play for an 0-2 count. Cook had a sac fly in the last inning, or her last at bat, to score a run. So it's now 1-2 on Cook. It was an inside ball. Count is 2-2. Cook laid off. Leaned back a little bit. She goes opposite field, and it's a nice idea, but just couldn't get down in time. So the count's still 2-2. Tried to go off speed, Payan did, and it rose on her, and catcher Boer had to stand up to get that. So the count's full, 3-2. Cook watches that last one go for a called third strike. So that's Payan's second strike of this game. And Kaylin Callow is at the plate. Callow is also looking for her first hit in this second game that the Flying Dutch have played today. That first pitch from Payan was a strike, so it's 0-2 to Callow. Excuse me, 0-1 to Callow. Hit deep, but out of play. So still 0-2 and 2 outs. Aaron King's on first. Got there on a single. Pop up, got under it. It goes right to Conley at first for the third out. So Hope threatened a little bit when King got on with that line drive up the middle. But no runs for them this half inning, so we go to the bottom of the 6th. Hope leading 7-0. The bottom of the sixth, we have a new batter coming in for Albion. That's Chloe Miller.
Number 19, Chloe Miller.
Chloe Miller, a freshman from Traverse City. Takes a ball from Slancic. Albion hoping to get something started. Puts a new batter at the plate. Miller's played in only one other game this season. She swings down to Dixon, who catches on a short hop over to Callow. Out number 1, 6-3. So that's one out.
Number 10, MIAA Newmer.
And MIAA Newmer's at the plate. Newmer plays left field. She tends to take a run up the batter box for that. Try to slap it a little bit, but took a ball. Didn't like that one. 1-0. And that's a strike. So Slancic has worked back into a 1-1 count. She does slap it right down the left field line for a single. Cook picks it up, gets it in. And that is the second hit of the day for the Britons. They haven't had a runner on base since the first inning. It was a leadoff single by Olivia Palasic. Now Palasic's at the plate. See if she can get something started for Albion. And Slancic delivers a strike, so the count's 0-1. And since Palasic fouled that back, the count is 0-2. Grounder to Dixon. Dixon over to King. King to Callow. Not in time for the double play. It's a fielder's choice, so that's 2 outs. And Skylar Herman comes to the plate now for Albion.
Now batting for the Britons, number 11, Skylar Herman.
Herman sends it to Benjamin. Benjamin catches it for her 6th put out of the game. So, at the end of 6 full innings, it's Hope 7, Albion 0.
For the Britons, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Entering the top of the 7th inning, Hope College 7, Albion College 0.
So at the top of the 7th, Hope comes to the plate with a 7-0 lead over the Albion College Britons. And it's Megan Soderblom who will be at the plate. Soderblom takes first pitch as a ball. Counts 1-0. She drives that out of play. A little opposite field, a little late. So it's 1-1. One and two. Soderblom is batting about .390. She connects right down to the second baseman, over to Conley for out number 1. 4-3 first out. Morgan Knaus is now up for Hope. Knaus is 3 for 3 with a double and a stolen base today. She's really had a productive day for the Flying Dutch. Foul ball, barely. So Knaus, it's an 0-1 count. 1 out. Pops it up right to the second baseman, Olivia Polak, who puts her out. So Hope has 2 outs against them now, and Savannah Dixon is in the box. Her last at bat was a homer, her first of the year. Gave Hope 2 more runs. So we'll see if Dixon can get something started on 2 outs for the Flying Dutch. Fouls it back again. Pulasic is up to 80 pitches now on this second game she's thrown today. Outside changeup. Dixon laid off, so it's 1-2. She does it again. There's a single to left field. Dixon's going to stay there at first. Rounded the bag, but came back wisely. So Hope has a runner on first with 2 outs. Bree Nolan steps in. Nolan has flown out twice to center field. The first pitch from Payan was a ball, so 1-0. And her second pitch from Payan is a ball outside, 2-0. She connects, it's going back, but Felicia Max got under it. Just a little shy of the warning track, and that's Hope's 3rd out. After the top of the 7th inning, Hope leads still 7-0. Albion coming to the plate at the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Albion needs a big rally here. And they start it with Lauren Boer. Slancic delivers a strike. Boer's 0 for 2. 2 flyouts each time. Slancic delivers high and outside, so the count's 1-1. High, ball 2. That's the 40th pitch thrown by Slancic. Got her inside, and she lifted back and far out of play there on the left-hand side. And Boer has a 2-2 count now. Caught her on the hand a little bit, and Dixon tracks it back, catches it over her shoulder. Well done for out number 1.
Now batting for the Britons, number 24, Grace Conley.
So up for Albion now is cleanup hitter Grace Conley, first baseman. Conley, too, is 0 for 2, 2 flyouts today. She just took a strike right down the middle from Slancic. Oh and 1. The delivery from Slancic. Inside in the dirt, so that's 1-1. Conley gets a hit right up the middle. That was well struck by Conley, who just really waited for what she wanted. And now Albion has a runner on with 1 out. There's a new batter taking the place of Patillo. And that will be Hope Morrissey.
Number 18, Hope Morrissey.
Morrissey, a senior from Williamston, Michigan. She, again, Albion's looking to kind of change things up on Hope. It's only her 3rd game of this season. Morrissey follows it back. Count, it's 1-1. 1 out. Runner on first. Morrissey a little late. So she follows that off for the 2nd strike. And she's looking at a 1-2 count from Slancic. Fouled it back again. Here brings Slancic the delivery on 1-2. And that's a strikeout. Slancic's 3rd on the day. That brings Felicia Max to the plate.
Now batting for the Britons, number 1, Felicia Max.
Max takes a first pitch ball. Count is 1-0. And another ball to Max by Slancic. A rare 2 consecutive balls in a row by the junior pitcher. Max lifts it down the left field line, out of play. Track down, throw it in by Cook. So now she has a 2-1 count. So Slancic has a 2-1 count against Max. Goes right to Callow for the third out. And Slancic has thrown a 3-hit shutout. And she did it on only 53 pitches. So Hope is still alive now in this MIAA tournament. They lost the first one to Adrian College and now has shut out Albion for their first win of the day. And they will take their record, their 24-10 record, into tomorrow's action, not knowing yet who they'll play. The next game will feature the Calvin University Knights against the Adrian College Bulldogs. So the outcome of that will inform us later who the Flying Dutch will be playing tomorrow. The next game will scheduled to start at 5:30. Get the grounds crew on to get the field set up. We thank you for being with us for this third game today. There's one more to go, and we welcome you back. Have a great night.